Ready?
Yep.
Hey guys, we're Evan and Katelyn, and today we're making giant wood veneer art.
This is part of a much bigger wood art challenge with a whole bunch of other makers, and we're gonna have that playlist linked below.
Also, this video is sponsored by Rust-Oleum, who sent us all of the awesome spray paints our hearts could ever ask for. So, thank you, and let's get into it. In this video, we'll show you how to make the art itself and the giant frame. We were inspired by this piece by Laura Made It to try to create something similar. We knew we wanted it to be big.
Oh my gosh, it like covers you entirely.
And we knew we wanted to twist veneer across it like this.
Oh, this already looks cool.
But the rest we had to figure out as we went. We wanted to paint one side of the veneer so it revealed a color as it twisted. So we tested some colors out.
So I really like all of these. I think all of these are 100% potentials, or you can mix all of them. And I'm not really sure what we're gonna do yet.
I don't want it to get too crazy. This does it.
You wanna get that side?
Based on the veneer width, we need 57 strips to go across. We recommend cutting a few extra strips while you're at it, just in case.
Trying to like straighten these out.
You're just playing with them.
That too. So before we go and paint all of the strips, we're gonna go ahead and do an adhesive test. We need to glue these down while we're placing them. So we wanna make sure that painting over this won't affect that glue.
Oh.
I have a good idea. I have a good idea. Passes the wiggle test. Will it pass the lift test?
Ooh. Let's try it on the paint.
All right.
Oh.
Painter's tape. There you go.
Thank you. We covered one end to leave a little bit unpainted.
Oh, that's quite satisfying.
There are two things we did that made laying out all the strips easier. One, we bent them against the curve so they laid straight. And two, we used a board to anchor them on the side we taped off. Next up was painting. We really like the metallics and originally thought we'd just do the gold. I don't want it to get too crazy. But... So, we're changing the plan. What we're gonna try to do is fade between the three colors. Blush on one side and then the gold and then the teal. And if we don't like it, we'll just repaint it. Sponsor time! We're about to use these Rust-Oleum spray paints, so we thought we'd talk for a sec about why we like them. We started with the champagne color, which we sprayed onto essentially a glue-covered surface, and it adhered like a champ. Then we did the pink and blue ombre and felt like we had a lot of control over fading out the paint. It's subtle.
I like it actually.
Yeah, me too. To transform your own project with spray paint, go to rustoleum.com/spraypaint.
Since our backing is so large and thin, we want to reinforce it before we attach the strips. It'll work. We started by cutting some spare 1x4s for a square frame around the back. We mitered the corners since you'd see them from the sides, but you could also do butt joints. We did a test fit to make sure everything fit before attaching them to our backing. One piece at a time, we applied glue. Let's lift this up, slide it in, set it down, and then screwed it through the backer board. Then we repeated this with the three other pieces.
It's so nice out. This is like the best day to work.
Yeah, nothing has gone horrendously wrong. Go for it. I'm good here.
Awesome. We also cut triangles to reinforce the corners. To attach these, we pre-drilled through the diagonals. This is done by starting your hole perpendicular to the surface, then pulling out, changing your angle, and drilling down. All right, you ready? Yep.
one down. I might add, I know this might be crazy, but I might just add 2 more. I'm crazy!
2 more what?
2 more cross beams. Well, actually, let's try like kind of picking it up and seeing how sturdy this is. That seems good.
Yeah.
This seems good. We'll do the corner test.
Ooh.
It's a little wobbly. I think that like if we put 2 diagonals like this, well, that's not overkill.
We marked the lengths we needed. And a few cuts later, we had more supports.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. Then we used the same technique as before to pre-drill some holes. Corner test, take 2. Nice.
It's no longer flexing. Now it's time to
Assemble! No, that's not what we're doing. What are we doing?
we're assembling.
Assemble! But before we assembled, we wanted to see if the heat of the hot glue would melt the veneer glue.
A little bit sticky. You see how I kind of have like fingerprints? I think I have a good idea though. Apply the glue, let it sit for a little bit, then you push it down here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, back to assembly. Board is prepped, glue is tested, veneer is painted. It's time to finally attach it. So here was our system. Evan would apply hot glue to the wood and press on his end of the veneer. Then I take the other end, apply hot glue to the wood, twist it, wait just a sec for it to cool, and press on my end. So that's glue, twist, press, I think. It helped to have Evan hold one side so I could really pull on it and get it straight. And every so often, we'd measure both of our sides to make sure we were staying even.
Last one. I know it's not a funny joke, but what if the last one we did was like backwards?
Oh my God.
Just done and it looks amazing! Yeah! The next shot should just be like the garage door opening and like it revealing it in sunlight and we get some pretty shots and then we do the next stage.
Oh my God! Do nothing!
One thing we realized in the daylight is how different it looked from different angles.
So first things first, let's chop off all the extra. Ooh, I'm gonna try something.
Maybe test things on a test piece first. Turns out just bending them against the wood and snapping them worked really well. On the other side, there was less overhang, so we couldn't snap it and had to cut it off with scissors.
Next step is building a frame, but we're actually gonna put these 2 spare strips down on both sides, so when we put the frame down, it'll be an even height all the way around. There isn't a gap on these 2 end pieces right here and there.
Next, we built the frame using 1x2s with reinforced mitered corners. We'll get to the reinforcement part later. We used right angle clamps to get everything in position before gluing.
Apply it to the brush, yeah.
Like a toothbrush?
Yeah.
The glue should be enough since we're screwing the frame on.
Right.
Awesome. But we want to reinforce the corners in case we ever need to remove the frame to fix a veneer strip or something.
So in order to reinforce it, instead of doing some fancy like the proper way, I came up with this idea. I don't know if it's original or not. I'm gonna drill a 1-inch hole and I'm gonna fill that with this 1-inch dowel and it should help like hold it all together.
Real quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome and we try to give back with exclusive videos, resources like our sponsorship calculator, and sneak peeks. Go to patreon.com/Evan and Katelyn to join the crew. Thanks! So this is what we're gonna cut off. the perfect size little clamp.
How satisfying is this?
It's so satisfying. We sanded down the dowels with a low grit. Then we filled any gaps with wood putty, swapped to a higher grit, and gave the whole thing a once-over. Then we finished the frame with one coat of shellac, because it's not going to see much wear and tear. And shellac raises the grain, so we gave it a light sanding with 600 grit.
With our frame ready, we just had to attach it onto the art.
Oh my gosh, that looks good.
That looks so good.
That makes it look 5 times better.
That looks legit.
Man, just like sitting that down.
I know, the
Takes it from like something random to art. That looks beautiful. I love the colors.
Me too. I'm so glad we have the colors.
I love the colors. Let's take a photo of this and post it to Patreon.
Yeah.
We lined the frame and clamped it in place. We also added a counter bore so our screw heads would sit flush. All right, let's do it. We should choose which side is up.
It was really hard to choose because every angle and orientation looked different.
Should we rotate it like this? What about this way? Rotate it again? We're so graceful. Like this?
I feel like we're dancing with it. After much dancing, we decided on vertical and added our hanging hardware. By the way, we'll have links to this and everything else we used below in the description.
Time to hang it. Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked this project and maybe got inspired to use a material in a new way like we did with the veneer.
If you want to see behind the scenes, head over to patreon.com/Evan and Katelyn for some Patreon exclusive content. And we just post a lot of other cool stuff there too. So hope to see you there.
And if you want to see all the other cool pieces that other makers did for the Wood Art Challenge, again, check out the playlist in our link below.
Thanks, bye. I hope you picked up some tricks or tricks. Tips or tricks or tricks. I hope you guys picked up some tips or tricks. Dad, I know
I often have to edit out your like sitting down and standing up noises. It's just you going.
All right. This is a butt.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so beautiful.